Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Stratego video. It's going to be a ranked game analysis against G123456678. This guy is going to be another one of the Marshall Blitzers. And I think I played pretty well against this guy. I think this is a pretty good game that you might want to watch all the way through because there are some pretty good plays that I do. So right off the bat, you can tell this guy's a bronze general and has played around 700 games, so probably some sort of Marshall Blitzer. You can just tell that by the record. So I'm using my standard noob core setup. So yeah, let's get into this game. So we find a bomb right off the bat. That's weird. So people don't typically put bombs in the center because they're really bad mobility. But we find a bomb, so I'm not complaining. So he's just kind of feeling each other out right now. And if I can, I'm gonna post the sergeant right here because it'll give me like a little bit of leverage in this game, and because it came from here, it could be a good piece. So he might not want to like check what it is with like a scout or something. I mean, with like a mid-range piece like a lieutenant or a captain. So he's gonna let me post it there, which I'm pretty happy about. I'm gonna bring up this major now. Change the lieutenant, so now I need to bring up the sergeant to cover my gen major. So he called the bluff. Makes sense because I was bringing out major, but like to guard the sergeant, but it's whatever. So as regards that wasn't great. I probably instead of moving the major up, I should have covered it, but what I mean, nothing to really do about it now. So we get lieutenant. So we get that no lieutenant with that major. And that's interesting. He didn't move this, so either maybe he like forgot or something like that. So I just had to hit it also as another lieutenant. So now I don't care to lose if I lose this major because I've gotten 2 lieutenants with it, which is definitely worth it. So now, so this is great. So with a major we get 2 lieutenants and we find the gen. So that was a very valuable major. And that was that was odd. A center general. So that makes me think it could be a Marshall Blitzer down the right. Because those people often have a general here. So now I'm thinking just from seeing this general okay from here. If you see the bomb here, it's probably General Colonel Spy Trap. So one of these two is a colonel, the other one of them is a spy. Then he has a bomb here to like block my eyes from discovering what this is. So I'm already trying to formulate. Yeah, so here there I signal that it's probably General Colonel Spy Trap. So I'm just trying to like see where the marshal's coming from, if it's coming from the right or not, and just see how I can sack my marshal, get the gen, get the spy, and then get his colonel. Because I know the colonel's one of these pieces, whichever one isn't the spy is probably the colonel. Because I say like good 80 or 90% of the time, marshal blitzers have the general colonel and spy trap. So I thought the side may be bombed off. It still could be, but we found a scout there, so it probably isn't. Because people typically put a sergeant here if they bomb off this side. So now he's coming down with these 3 pieces. I think that at least one of these 3 is the marshal. So which one do you think is the marshal? So this one I don't think it is because this is sergeant is obviously nothing spectacular. I mean, I'm using it as a buffer right now. So I don't have to like make a decision if a piece that I don't know comes here. So now I'm thinking that this is the marshal because this piece it definitely could be, but I think that if any of these 3 is a marshal, it's this piece. I'm just kind of feeling him out here with the scout because I'm even on scouts, which so it's fine to lose one. So it looks like he's trying to skewer this sergeant, which is fine because it's defended pretty well. So that was weird. Maybe he thought it was a scout, but even if it was a scout, the major would have just taken it, and it's known. So I don't really know what the point of that was. Maybe it was like to like free space for this piece to come down, but who knows? Looks like he's gonna try to skewer the sergeant, which is fine. I debate going up, but then he's just gonna move this piece over. So I decided to wait until he goes down to hit it. If this is a scout, then whatever, it'll find my gen, but I'm confident that this is the marshal, and lo and behold, it is. So this is great. We know the marshal here, but now now I have to worry about a colonel coming down and hitting this major because For some reason, people always think the Gen's a good piece. So here, I think that this is probably a kernel coming from a major, but I can't do anything about it because if I take it with a Gen, he's just going to take it with the Marshall because he knows this is a major, so he knows that it's safe. So I kind of can't do anything here. I get the two square, and in retrospect, I should have gone right here because then yeah, I don't know why I didn't go right here, but I should have gone right here because um he couldn't have gone Marshall right the traffic, 'cause then I would have just taken his kernel with my gen. So I don't know what I was thinking here. I should have gone right with this major, but I don't, so it's just gonna die. But it turns out, but thankfully it's a captain. By the time I did, I don't care about that. That's a fine trade. So now he's probably gonna come down with the kernel. Now he's, so now this wasn't great. He's not pinning these pieces. So now he's gonna come down with the kernel. Yeah. Completely blanked at that. I played this game like an hour ago, before this voiceover, and I completely blanked on that. But yeah, now he's gonna come down with a kernel probably and get this major. So you see it there. I debate moving this kernel up, but then it's just gonna be harder for me to do my plan about sacking the marshal and taking the kernel with my gen. And also it's just another move piece I have to keep track of. So I decided to start bringing my marshal up to sack it. So yeah, so he's getting at this. I can't do anything about it though. So take this with Louis probably doesn't think it's a bluff. I mean, sorry, probably he did think it was a bluff. So he takes this with the Colonel. Now, this, in my opinion, this was a good risk to take for him because my gens here, this is not going to be the Marshal. That just doesn't make sense. He probably knew this was his buy, but he just didn't want to like take it because I mean, my gen would take him, and then I could just get away like over here. So yeah, here I'm kind of worried because I'm down two majors, and that's very bad. It's very difficult to come back from that. So here I'm gonna do my plan of sacking the Marshal and bringing my gen up. He's very smart, marshal back for defense, so now I'm threaten this Colonel with it. Threaten that I'm gonna like go up, and then he's gonna go down, and then I'm gonna trap it. So he's coming back down, which is what I want. I don't know why I brought this Colonel out. That was not great. So now I can do this because he can't go back because of the spy. Now he's probably gonna bring something here and take the spy away, which I'm okay with that because I mean I can't really defend it. So yeah, that's fine. So now I'm getting this out of the way so that I can bring my gen up. Pretty sure I try to save my spy, but there's not a whole lot I can do at this point. So I bring this captain up because there's no way that there's gonna be a major coming from the back row. I have seen it, but it's pretty rare. So yeah, we just trade captains. So now I'm gonna start my plan. So that was the spy. So now that makes me think that this is the colonel. It has moved, so I'm thinking that it definitely could be. Wait, no, sorry, it hasn't moved. It hasn't moved. So I don't know what the point of this was. I have no clue, honestly. But you should have let me hit him. But yeah, whatever. See now I'm really thinking that this is the kernel, and I want to hit it with my gem, but at the same time I'm like, if it's a bomb, or if it's like yeah. So moving this right, this makes me very suspicious of this piece because he probably wanted me to not go up this turn, and then he could just go right and get safe. So what would you do here? So my logic was, okay, on this row, there's an average of one bomb in this row, in the second row. And he already has one bomb here. This is about, I think, an 8% chance of a bomb. This is like a 7 or 8% chance for this to be a bomb. But since I know that this is a bomb, it's an average of one bomb in this row, and that double horizontal is rare, and double horizontal in these two squares is probably very rare because airstrikes mobility so much. Also, it's very common for this to be a kernel in this configuration, especially because this guy was a Marshal Blitzer, he came down the right. Since it was Gen Spy, I'm pretty sure this is a kernel, so I decided to hit it. I know you may call me a lot, or that's okay, but it's like a 1% chance that this could be a bomb. And since he's a Marshall Blitzer, I am very confident this is the kernel. And since I'm down 2 meters, so I have to do something. So I hit it, and indeed I get the kernel. So I don't know, is this lotto? In my opinion, it's just a risk that I kind of had to take because I was down 2 majors. But yeah, so he said ballsy, which is true. I mean, it was pretty risky to do that move. But now I'm not in the clear yet though. I'm still down quite a bit. So this was a blunder here. I knew that this was a kernel. I thought for some reason I thought it was a scout coming down to get my spy. I knew that this was a kernel. I should not have hit this with my lieutenant. That was just a horrible move. I just lost lieutenant for no reason. So now I know that he's gonna get my spy, which is fine. I mean it's not great, but I can't do anything about it. So now I go up here because I want to get this piece, whatever this is. Now here I do a really stupid play. I'll just let you see what it is. So here, when he threatens this captain, I should have gone left here, threatening this miner. But for some reason, I went right. Now, I don't know why I went right here, because now I can't hit this piece, because, so, this could be a major, but this could also, like, be, like a scout or miner or sergeant. So I don't know what to do here, because here, yeah, also here, I should have gone left. I don't know why I didn't. I could have easily got this miner, or at least threatened it, so then I could have hit this piece with my kernel, but I don't know why. It was just such a bad move for me not to. Seems he's gonna go up, and I have to make a decision whether this is a major or a captain, or whether it's just junk. So here, I believe I ended up going with the safe route of just exchanging kernels. Looks like this could be a major, but at the same time, I don't know. So I just exchanged kernels either way. But yeah, that was a really bad move on my end. I could have easily just brought the captain over to the left side. So I don't entirely trust this piece though. Now, this was a big blunder, another big blunder on my end. I should have known that doing this would make this piece on the diagonal, and he'll be okay to take my kernel. But I was like, well, he could just take it and have 3 squares, so he'll be fine. So that was unfortunate. So now I know that. So now I know what one of his two majors, and this I suspect it could be a major, but I don't think it is. At this point in the game, I don't think this is a major, but again, totally could be. So now here, this guy should be going over with this marshal here and smashing into these pieces. And keep in mind, this captain has moved, but this one has not. So he recognizes this, but I think he just wants to like control the center a little bit. So I don't know what he's trying to do to me. I'm not sure. Maybe this guy doesn't know about 3 square. So we get a miner here, which is pretty nice. So that's good. So now he only has two more miners left. So then I'll be able to stall and run around the lakes with my gen if I do get his other 2 miners. So here the situation it's not looking very good. I know that I can get my Louis by, so at least I won't lose that. At least not right away. So he scouts my bomb. So what I really want to do is trap this major with my gen and my kernel. So here I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna lot of the scout and then the bomb, and this is gonna be great. So here I'm trying to like draw his marshal over so that I can get my kernel back around and over to here and get this major. That's what I'm trying to do with moving that gen over. Also, I'm just trying to stall for time. So here I check this just to make sure it's a major, and it is. So I could have taken this with my kernel here and gotten a major for losing a captain, or I could have just run the captain over here like I should have done, and then just gotten the kernel for free. But I didn't do either of those, so that was pretty unfortunate. So I just realized that I missed out on a major in here. I was really bummed out because in this game I'm currently losing this game. So I was really sad about that. I could have played that better and gotten a free major, but I didn't. So I don't know what this move is. I wanted to exchange, but I'm down, so I don't know why I was trying to exchange. So yeah, that was just a bad move. So now here, I don't know why he's going over here, because he should have kept my kernel trapped because he had two majors to my gen, and that's winning for him. So I don't really know why he's moving his marshal over. Because now my kernel is free. So I might have a chance now to trap his major, or one of his majors at least. So here I'd be going up, and then I'm like, oh wait, I'm gonna get trapped. But I'm like, oh wait, that might be a good thing. I don't know why I thought it was a good thing. It wasn't a good thing to do that. But at this point, this guy's probably really mad that a lot of his kernel. It was technically a lotto, but in my opinion, it was just a risk. It was it was a very low risk, high reward that I kind of had to take because I was down by two meters. So here, I don't really know what he's doing over here with this marshal and major, but I'm happy pinning a marshal and a major for just a gen. He should be bringing his major here, like pinning my kernel, or like not pinning it, but like having my kernel pin his major, coming down with the other major and taking the lieutenant or the captain, or just like threatening them and having them a really good board position. I am up to two lieutenants, but he's up to two sergeants. I'm up to minors, but I'm down to two scouts, so I'm losing, but not by very much. Because keep in mind, I do know his marshal and his major. He does know my colonel and my gen, but I do know all of his good pieces except for one major. So here I know I have to defend my stuff from this piece, whatever it may be. It might be a major, but it came from his junk side, so I don't think it is. So I'm gonna be that annoying guy who just like stays on the marshal with my gen. Okay, so this is a good question. So where do you think this guy's flag is? So he lists me down the right side. His marshal was like over here. His gen was in the center. This is his junk side. So martial listers, like some of them have like a closed flag on their junk side, which is if I had martial list, that's what I would do because you wouldn't know where the flag was because it's just like a minefield over there. Some people have like open on these spots. Some people have it like open in the corner. Some people have it bombed in the corner. Some people have like bombed in over here, bombed in like over here, open over here. Like I think a bomb on the junk side. There are a ton of different things, but it is often open. The flag is often open for martial blitzers. So this piece, I don't think this piece is a major because it came from here, which is part of his junk side. But again, it very well could be as another major, but I just don't think it is. Here we're kind of just stalling because I don't really know like I don't really have much to do because his marshal's pinning my gen, so he kind of has to make a move here because he's up. And here I'm extremely worried about this captain because it's moved, and if he hits it with his major because it's moved, I'm gonna be down two meters into captain, and I can't come back from that. So I'm really concerned. So I'm just gonna hope that he forgot that I moved. I'm just not gonna move it because if I do that, then it's just gonna become another target for him, and I don't. And I want to limit my targets as much as possible because I already have this Louis as a target, and I don't really want any more. Granted, I don't believe the lieutenant is known. It might be. I'm not entirely sure, but I just want to minimize my targets because the more targets I have, the more higher potential it is for this guy to get a free piece, a free like lieutenant or captain, and really change the game in his favor. So here we're kind of just shuffling, waiting for the other person to make a move. So it looks like he's coming down there with his major. So I'm like, oh boy, he's gonna lotto this corner, but no, he doesn't lotto it. So now as I see what he's doing. He's gonna come down with this piece, come down with this major, and then he's gonna try to get this lieutenant. He's coming over with this back row piece, which I think that this is a captain at best. It totally could be a major because this is his strong side, and I think that this is actually so. This piece came from here. This piece came from here. Now this is in his junk side, so I think that this is has lower chance to be a major than this piece because people typically put captains like captain through bomb on their junk side. Like there's sometimes it's a major over there, but typically all of their good pieces on the strong side. And by good piece, I mean a major or higher. So here I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna lose this lieutenant. I'm pretty sure of that. So so looks like I was right. I didn't think this was a good piece because it came from here, which is in his junk side. People, yeah, they just don't put majors on their junk side, especially when they're martial blitzing. So I think that this has a higher chance to be a major than the scout had. So I'm like, it's possible. So I had a debate going left with the scout to see what this is because it could be a major, and if it is, then I can just have captain right here, and it'll save me trouble, and not just exchange captains because if this isn't a major, then it's probably a captain. So I decided to do that and decided to see what this is. So he goes left here, and I'm like, oh my god, if this is major, this might have moved because here I'm not sure which one of these has moved. I think this one has, but this one also might have moved. So I just decided to stay put because I might not be a major and like yeah. So we're good. So now I'm able to scout this, and it's just a scout. So now I'm pretty confident that this is the major. It's coming down with this other back row piece. I think that these two have a pretty equal chance to be a major because they came from I believe here and here, so chances are pretty similar. Now here I'm really worried that he's gonna hit this the captain that has moved. So like here I'm like, oh my gosh, he's going for it. So he scouts the minor, which I'm fine with him taking this because I can't really prevent it, and also I just wanted to take this captain. So here I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, please don't know this moved because it did. Remember I had a I had double captains here. This captain, I'm pretty sure this was like a I don't know, sergeant scout, something like that. For yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a sergeant. So I'm like, oh my god, don't hit this, don't hit this, don't hit this, because it's moved. So I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. So he goes down, hits this, whatever. So I'm like, yes, he thinks that this is a bomb or hasn't moved, so he's not gonna hit it. So I'm like, yes, this is good. Now here, I don't understand why he did that. Um, maybe he's like, oh well, he allotted this kernel here, which was a highly calculated risk. So then, I mean, that means I can just lot of this bomb, but that's not really. He still just got that. He could have easily scouted it. But also, what I think he might have thought, well, this is a bomb, which actually has moved. This is a bomb, which means that this is probably not a bomb. Maybe that's what he thought. But anyhow, he lotted into a bomb, which is it wasn't a good time to lotto because I think he was winning in this game. He could have just scouted out a few more things, maybe had a captain or lieutenant or sergeant or something, and then just taken it and won the game from there. So I don't know why he hit that, but I think this captain, him forgetting that this moved, played a big role in me winning this game. So now, if you look at the scoreboard, I'm then a martial upper general, but it was basically the same piece because I mean technically not, but basically. Um, so I'm up a colonel, down a major. Those basically cancel out, and then I'm up two lieutenants, down two sergeants. I'm up a minor. Um, so I'm doing even on scouts. So I'm up to lieutenants, so I can definitely win if we just swap out captains because he's pitting my gen with his marsh, which I'm fine with. He's pitting my colonel with his major, which I'm also fine with. Sorry, I'm pitting his major with my colonel. My bad. So I just decided to swap captains that I can start coming out with lieutenants and take his pieces. I am worried about him lottoing over here though because he knows this bomb because he scouted it earlier. So I'm worried about him lottoing over here, which is completely fair place to lotto. We swap out captains, so now I know. Besides these two, he only has sergeants, minor scouts, and bombs. So he's coming down here. Looks like he's gonna start lottoing with his marshal. So I need to make sure that all my pieces are safe. I need to keep my colonel on the side of his marshal because I don't want his major slipping by and maybe like trapping this with his marshal. It looks like he's gonna start lottoing. I can't really do much about it. I debate going down here, but that'll just force him more into lottoing. So I just decided to go up. And now he's trying to do scrimmy, and I'm like, what are you doing? I can just go up and then left, and then I'll be fine. He hits this. Now, in my opinion, this was a fair hit. Like bomb, 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 bomb flag. This is definitely possible to be a bomb. Like I think in high rated play, this is definitely pretty likely to be a bomb, in fact, but it wasn't. So that was a pretty fair hit. So here, I decided to go all the way up because I'm like, hey, he's gonna hit this piece eventually because he's desperate and he's lottoing. So might as well like scout something, right? So here I decided to, so I two square here, which So I'm interested, like, why isn't he hitting this? Because I thought it was bomb sergeant. So debate going here. I don't know why I want to go here, but I don't. I decided not to. I decided to hit this. So before my logic was bomb sergeant. Why didn't he hit me already? And I don't think that this is a bomb, but it's the flag. So that was so when I saw that, I just went crazy. I'm like, oh my goodness, I had the flag with the scout, and that's only because he was gonna start lottoing. But this just shows that material isn't everything. And even though granted this guy was down material, he should have been defending his flag because he had a piece here. He should have just kept that piece put. Because if I like fire a scout up there, he might have been able to take this to defend his flag. But yeah, this is why if you're a martial blitzer, you should have your flag on your junk side and make it act like a bomb. Just having it open on your blitzing side is not a good idea because if everything gets cleared out, it's very easy for your opponent to just bring a scout or miner up here and just easily get your flag. So yeah, flag should be either bomb then on your junk side or acting as a bomb on your junk side. Yeah, that was amazing. So one might say I got lucky, but I mean because I got the kernel with my gen when it didn't move, and I got the flag with my scout. But my opinion that was a great game that I played. I did take a risk there, but I kind of had to because I was down. Also, I could have easily saved a couple pieces. I just played too fast and I didn't. Um, but yeah, that that was a pretty insane game, a pretty intense one. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video.